Hello everyone, and welcome you all for the TANA Chess Summer Camp hosted by Sapthora. So here, let me give you a quick revision what we have done last time. So as you can see the screen here, this is how the chessboard looks. We have total 64 squares on the board, out of which these dark squares we have we need to treat as black squares, and these rest ones are white squares. These are the main six pieces which are needed to play this game. So one should needs to understand and learn how these pieces moves, attacks, and defends. So firstly, we are going to talk about their names, what we call them officially. Starting with this here, this one is king. Next is queen. We have here rook, bishop, knight, and pawn. That's first we have king, queen, rook, bishop, knight, and pawn. Now, next thing is that each one of these pieces has some points. Each one of them carry some points here. So let's discuss them here. King has 0 points. Next we have queen. Queen is the strongest piece in the game. This is why she has maximum points, outruns them all, and she has 9 points. Next we have a rook, and rook has 5 points. Next to the rook we have bishop. Bishop has 3 points. Next to the bishop we have knight, and knight again has 3 points. Both bishop and knight have 3 points each. And lastly we have here pawn, and pawn has 1 point. Now the next thing, as you all can see, these alphabets and numbers here on the board. Let's talk about them, what they are used for. So firstly, I'm going to tell you about letters. So as you can see, these standing lines which I'm drawing here, these standing lines are called files, 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 and they have been named after these alphabets here. For example, this we have it. This is C file. This one is called E file, G file, A file, H file, and so on. Next, let's talk about the numbers here. So what numbers tells us that these sleeping lines which I'm drawing here, these sleeping lines are called ranks. RANKS, ranks. So we have here third rank, fifth rank, seventh rank, first rank, and so on. So this is how we draw ranks in files. Now, the next important thing comes. What is the purpose of files and ranks on the board? So the board are used to make a square name. As I've mentioned in the beginning, we have total 64 squares. Each and every square has a name, and you can get the name by combining files and ranks. Let's say example the square here. We simply need to check which file the square is on. So here the square is on the file. Next, which rank this square is on? The square here is on fifth rank. So the name for this square would be D5. D5 is the square name here. Similar to that, but tell you about this next one. We have here A8. So the name for that square would be A8. Similar to this way, just we need to combine alphabet to number, means files with the rank, and this is how we can to get the square name. Next we have here E O. O would be the name for this square. Alright. Here we have done with the square names. Also, ranks 5 square name we have done. Now next I'm going to tell you about the rook's move. The rook moves like a plus shape. He moves straight on the files and straight to the ranks. This way. As I mentioned already, standing lines on the board are files, sleeping lines are ranks. So this is how the rook moves. Straight to the file, straight to the rank, and the way he moves will be the same way he attacks or defends. Next we have here bishop, and bishop moves diagonally. Bishop moves diagonally like a cross. This is how the bishop moves. On whichever color the bishop is placed on, you can only move to those squares diagonally. And mainly, bishops are not allowed to interchange the color. He has to restrict on whatever color he is on. Let's do some positions. This is the first position here. Let's find out whether this bishop can take the black rook here, yes or no. Can this white bishop take the black rook here? The answer is no. Bishop can't take the rook in this position. Why? Because both these are on different diagonals. Bishop here is covering up this black diagonal, the one which I have drawn, whereas rook is on the white diagonal. This is why bishop can't take the rook, as both these two are on different diagonals, different directions. Next, if I put this position like this, can the black rook take the bishop here? Yes or no? So the answer is yes. The rook can take the bishop here all the way straight up like this way. As both these are on the same B file, and we know that rook moves straight. This is why rook can take the bishop. Now let's do some positions here. It's black to play. Black rook needs to attack the white bishop in two different ways. Rook needs to attack the bishop from two different ways. Now, as we know, that rook moves on file and rank. So we likely need to find both the squares on these two directions. So let's check out the file first. This G file, if I play my rook all the way up to this G5 square, rook is going to attack the bishop all straight up, like this way. The G5 is the square where rook is going to attack the bishop. Now, similar to that way, let's check out the first rank here. So on this first rank, if I play my rook all the way to B1 square, rook is going to attack the bishop all straight up like this way. So here we have found both the squares where rook is going to attack the bishop. Let's move to the next position here. Now here it's white to play, attack the black rook with the bishop in two different ways. Bishop needs to attack the rook in two different ways. So as we know that bishop goes diagonally, so we need to find it out diagonally. Here, in this position, bishop has two diagonals. This is the first diagonal here. That one is the next second diagonal. So we're supposed to find both the squares on these two diagonals. So now let's check out. Let's check out on this diagonal first. So on this diagonal, if I play my bishop all the way up to H5, the bishop is going to attack the rook diagonally. I move my bishop to h5 here. Now bishop is attacking the rook diagonally, as both the pieces have come on the same diagonal now, and bishop does that diagonally, so bishop is attacking the rook. So h5 is the square where he's going to attack the rook. Now similar to that, let's check the other square here. This is, we have the other square. From this diagonal, if I play my bishop to a4, if I play my bishop on a4, bishop once again going to attack the rook diagonally like this way. So here we have found both the square where bishop is going to attack the rook diagonally. Alright. Let's continue with some other positions here. So this we have the position here. It's white to play, take out the undefended black piece. White to play, white needs to take out an undefended black piece. Undefended means the one which is not protected by any other black piece. So that our white rook must be safe once taking it out. So here we try to go for the black rook here. That black rook is defended by the black bishop. So we suppose not to take this, otherwise we are going to lose our rook as well. Now, what if we take the bishop with our rook? If we take the bishop here, our rook is getting safe. He is all safe by all means. Now the black rook can't take our rook, which means the bishop here is undefended and our rook is safe. Let's see the next position. Okay, now this time it's white to blue. Bishop needs to take an undefended black piece. So in this position here, the undefended, if bishop tries to take this a1, but that one a1 rook is defended by the black bishop. If bishop tries to take the black bishop on h8, he is defended by the black rook on h2. So both these two are defended already, the bishop and the black rook on a1. But here we take the black rook on h2. Now none of the black piece can recapture the white bishop, which means the rook which we have taken, that is undefended and our bishop is safe here. This is how the rook and bishop moves. Okay. Now let's start the fold. So here it's the chess trivia poll. Number one question: which is the only piece that must remain on one color wherever it moves throughout the entire game? So I think I've already mentioned this, which is the only piece who can move to one square, in one uh, color throughout the game. That's not the rook, because rook can go anywhere in a plus shape. That's not the knight even. The right option is bishop. Bishop has to remain on whatever color he is on, and through that he can only go diagonal till the end. The answer is bishop here. Next position. Which piece can only move one square in any direction? Which piece can only move one square in any direction? So the right answer to this position is number 4, king. King can only move to one square in any direction, whether it could be, it can move upward, down, left, right, or diagonal. Each time he only covers one square. So he can move to any direction, but only one square he covers. Now the next question here. Chess is the national game of which country? So here the answer to this question is number 1 option, Russia. Chess is the national game in Russia, not in India, because here in India, hockey is the national game, not even on Germany or US. The right answer is Russia. Now, I will give the next question here. Who is the current world chess champion in the world? Who is the current world chess champion in the world? Number 8, Vishwanathan Anand. Number 2, Gary Castro. Number 3, Magnus Carlsen. Or number 4, Bobby Fischer. The right answer to this position is number 3rd option, Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen is the current world chess champion in the world. He defeated Vishwanathan Anand back in the last world championship, chess championship. So here we are done with the polls, question and answers. All right, thank you everyone. Here you can pause the recording in between to get an idea further.